What is up, you guys? It is your boy Dragon Wars here today. I'm bringing you the Draconic domination. So as you can see, the first one is the 10-10 with the eminence ability. As long as the Ur Dragon is in the command zone or on the battlefield, other dragon spells you cast cost one less to cast. Then you have the Okagachi Vengeful Kami. 6/6 flying trample. Whenever Okagachi Vengeful Kami deals combat damage to a player, that player attacks you during his or her last turn. Exile target non-land permanent. Then you got Ramos Dragon Engine 4/4. Whenever you cast a spell, put a 1/1 counter on Ramos Dragon Engine for each of that spell's color. Then you remove 5 1/1 counters from Ramos, add 2 white, 2 blue, 2 black, 2 red, 2 green to your mana pool. Add this spell only once each turn. Then you got the token, more tokens. Jesus, they got a lot of tokens up in this deck. Then you got the 3/3s, cat dragons with flying. More tokens? Are you kidding me? Then you got the Curse of Verbosity. It's an enchantment, or curse. Whenever the enchantment player is attacked, draw a card. Each opponent attacking that player does the same. Then you got the red one. This is the one that will give you the gold curse. Where if you attack him, you get you get one of these. Get one of these tokens. Then you got the green one. Untap all non-land permanents you control. Each opponent attacking that player untaps all non-land permanent he or she controls. Then you got Herald's Horn artifact. As Herald Horns enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Which you would choose dragons. Creature spells you cast of that chosen type cost 1 less to cast. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of that chosen, you may reveal it and add it to your hand. You got Mirror for Bearers. Another one. As Mirror for Bearers enters the battlefield, choose the creature type. Tap which you would choose dragons, vampires, or cats. Or wizards. Doesn't matter. Well, unless it's in the deck. I don't know. I think it is. Tap 1. Until the end of turn, Mirror for Bearers becomes a copy of the target creature you control of the chosen type, except it is an artifact in addition to its other types. Orator of Ochudai. Bird Monk. Wow. As an additional cost to casting Orator of Ochudai, you may reveal a dragon card from your hand. Defender with flying. When Orator of Ochudai enters the battlefield, if you revealed a dragon card or controlled a dragon as you cast Orator of Ochudai, draw a card. That's dope. One of the best. Dragon Lord's Servants. 1/3. Dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Now there's another card I want to add in here. It's called Surok. He's a 6/6. 2/2. Well, then we got Dragon Speaker Shaman. 2/2. Dragon spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. This is like Dragon Lord Servant, but better. Cultivate. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Review those and put the one onto the battlefield. Tap and the other one into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Elemental Bond. Whenever a creature with power 3 or less, 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. It's going to be great. Farseek. Well, Farseek. Search your library for plains, island, swamp, or mountain. Add it, mountain card, and put it onto the battlefield. Then tap, then shuffle your library. That's a good card to have because I think it only shows for 1 though. Sorcery Arcane. Kodama's Reach. For up to 2 basic land. Yeah, for green, I was just going to give you that one. Oh, here we go. We got one. Choose one or more. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or destroy target land. Then we got Savage Ventmaul. It's 4/4 flying. Whenever Savage Ventmaul attacks, add 3 green, 3 red, 3 green to your mana pool. This mana doesn't empty from your mana pool as steps and phases. And it's a thing that you keep those. Armillary Spear. Tap 2, tap, sacrifice Armillary Spear. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. Commander Spear. Tap at you tap it, add to your mana pool. Add to your mana pool 1 mana of any color in your commander color's identity. Sacrifice Commander Spear. Draw a card. Dark Steel Ingot. Indestructible Artifact. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Dreamstone Hedron. Add 3 waste to your mana pool. Tap 3. Tap it. Sacrifice it. Dreamstone Hedron. Draw 3 cards. Lightning Greaves. Equipped creature has haste and shroud. Crits for 0, test for 2. Nihil Spellbomb. Tap it, sacrifice Nihil Spellbomb, exile all cards from the target player's graveyard. When Nihil Spellbomb is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay black. If you do, draw a card. Soul Ring. Add 2 waste to your mana pool. Taps for 1. Wait for his bubble. Tap 2, tap wait for his bubble. Search your library for a basic land card, and put that card onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library. Then we got the reds, as you can tell. Fortunate Fall. Choose a non-land permanent you don't control, then each other player chooses a non-land permanent he or she doesn't control it that has been chosen this way. Destroy all other non-land permanents. Scarelord Reckoner for 4 flying. Whenever a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell ability and a permanent controls, destroy target non-land permanent that player controls. Kindred Discovery. As Kindred Discovery enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Yeah, you know the first ability, of course. Whenever creatures you control of the chosen type enters the battlefield or attacks, you draw a card. Boneyard Scourge. Whenever a dragon you control dies while Boneyard Scourge is in your graveyard, you may play a colorless and a black. If you do, return Boneyard Scourge from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's a 4/3. Nice. Territorial Hellkite. 6/5. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose an opponent at random that Territorial Hellkite didn't attack during your last combat. Territorial Hellkite attacks that player if combat is able. If you can't choose an opponent this way, tap Territorial Hellkite. Fractured Identity. Test a black. Will test a white and a blue. 3 colors. Exile target non-land permanent. Each player other than its control creates a token of that copy. Tag on Motion Die Master. 3/4. Instant sorcery and dragon spells you control can't be countered by spells or abilities. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery from your hand, if Tygon Motion Die Master attacked this turn, that spell gains spellbound. This is the dragon that now creates those cats. Those are the tokens. It's a 5/4 with flying and trample. It's called Westator Nekur Queen. Whenever Westator Nekur Queen deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices a creature. If that player can't, you create a 3/3 black-red dragon, red and green, black, red, and green cat dragon creature token with flying. Riders say 5/5, flying. The Falling Star. When Riders say the Falling Star deals dies, it deals 5 damage to each creature without flying. Then we have Scourge of Valkas. 4/4 flying. Great card. Has the dragon ability. But whenever Scourge of Valkas or another dragon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals X damage to target creature or player where X is the number of dragons you control. You want to get this card out last. Well, first, then you can start bumping the shit out of it. And this is the card that you immediately want to have out. It's Uvara Hellkite, 6/6 flying. Whenever a red dragon you control attacks, well, it's whenever a dragon, create a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Then we got Sunscorched Regent, 4/3 flying. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a 1/1 counter on Sunscorched Regent and you gain 1 life. Then we got Monastery Siege. It's an enchantment. As Monastery Siege enters the battlefield, choose Cons or Dragons. If you choose Cons at the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card, then discard a card. Spells your opponent's cast that targets you or a permanent you control costs 2 more to cast. Crux of Fate. Sorcery. Choose 1. Destroy all dragon creatures. Destroy all non-dragon creatures. Then you got Deathbringer Regent. When Deathbringer Regent enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand and there are 5 or more other creatures on the battlefield, destroy all other creatures. Painful Truce. Sorcery with Converge. You draw X cards and then you lose X life, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast Painful Truce. So you might want to pay that bitch less. Palace Siege. Favorite card. I actually have another copy of this. As Palace Siege enters the battlefield, choose Cons or Dragons. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If you choose Dragons, that's at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So you might want to you have good choices. Then you got Crucible of Fire, enchantment. Dragon creatures you control get +3/+3. Dragon Tempest. Whenever a creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, it gains haste until the end of turn. Whenever a dragon enters the battlefield under your control, it deals X damage to target creature or player, where X is the number of dragons you control. And then you got Earthquake. Red, X. Earthquake deals X damage to each creature without flying and each player. Hellkite Charger, 5/5, flying haste. Whenever Hellkite Charger attacks, you may pay 5 colors, 2 red if you do. Untap all attacking creatures. After this combat, there is an additional combat phase. Tyrant's Familiar, flying haste, 5/5. As long as you control your commander, Tyrant's Familiar gets +2/+2 and has, whenever Tyrant Familiar attacks, it deals 7 damage to target creature defending player controls. Another enchantment, Frontier Siege. Sorry about that. You know what? I'm actually going to put y'all right in front here. We're going to grab the deck. Alright, so we got Frontier Siege. You have at the beginning of your upkeep, it's Cons or Dragons of your mana pool at each of your main phase. Add 2 green to your mana pool. Dragons, whenever a creature with flying is battlefield under your control, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. Atarko's Royal Render, 6/4, flying, trample. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, it gains double strike to the end of turn. Then you got Blade Ring Risen. Has the dragon ability. It's a red and black, 2 red, 2 black, 3 colorless. 4/4 flying. When Blade Ring Wing the Rising enters the battlefield, you may return target dragon permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You got Broodmate Dragon, 4/4. When Broodmate Dragon enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Croesus the Purger, 6/6. Whenever Croesus the Purger deals combat damage to a player, you may pay a black and 2 colors. If you do, choose a color then that player reveals his or her hand and discards all cards of that color. 6. Dromoka the Eternal, 5/5. Flying. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, bolster 2. Pretty much you're giving a dragon 2 1/1 counters. Intet the Dreamer, 6/6. Whenever Intet the Dreamer deals combat damage to a player, you may pay a blue and 2 colors. If you do, exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at that card for as long as it remains exiled. You may play that card without paying its mana cards for as long as Intet remains on the battlefield. Cold Dragon. Culligan the Storm Furies, 4/5 dragon. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, creatures you control get +1/+0 to the end of turn. Yeah, that's the dash ability as well, but I'm not paying for the dash ability. Fuck no. Niv-Mizzet Dracogenius 5/5. Whenever Niv-Mizzet Dracogenius deals damage to a player, you may draw a card. Tap blue and red. Niv-Mizzet Dracogenius deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Ushidai Soul of Winter 5/6 Flying Vigilance. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, tap target non-land permanent opponent controls. That permanent doesn't untap during its control's next untap step. It's a 5/5. Scion of the Dragon. 5 colors. It's all 5. 4/4 flying. Tap 2, search your library for a dragon permanent and put it into your graveyard. If you do, Scion of the Dragon becomes a copy of that card until the end of turn, then shuffle your library. There's the 4/4. Great card to have. It is a great card. Salamgar, the Drifting Death. It's a 3/7 flying hexproof. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, creatures the defending player controls get -1/-1 till the end of turn. Been waiting to get that card. Spellbound Dragon 3/5. Whenever Spellbound Dragon attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. Spellbound Dragon gets +X/+0 to the end of turn, where X is a discarded card's converted mana cost. Teneb the Harvester 6/6 flying. Whenever Teneb the Harvester deals combat damage to a player, you may pay a black and 2 colors. If you do, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Fist of Suns. You may pay 5 colorless rather than paying the mana cost for spells that you cast. Ta-da! Great card. Steel Hellkite. 5/5 flying. Tap 2. Steel Hellkite gets +1/+0 to the end of turn. X. Destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost of X, where X was dealt combat damage by Steel Hellkite this turn. Activates ability only once each turn. Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. Tap, add a waste in your mana pool. Tap 1, tap it, put a storage counter on Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. Tap, remove X counters from Crucible of the Spirit Dragon and add X mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool. Then spend this mana only to cast dragon spells or activate the abilities of dragons. Ta-da! Then we got Haven. Tap, add a waste in your mana pool. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Spend mana cost only to cast dragon creature spells. Tap it. 2, tap it. Sacrifice Haven of the Spirit Dragon. Return target dragon creature card or Ugin Planeswalker card from your graveyard. I'm definitely adding Ugin and my Nicola Bolas and some of my Dragon Lord cards to this deck. I understand it's a 100 card deck, but like I said, I'm going to add something to it to where somebody's not going to like me. As you can see, the rest of it is probably just lands. Yep. The rest of it is just lands. These are all like the red, the black, and the blue land. This is Path of Ancestry. Path of Ancestry enters the battlefield. Add to your mana pool of 1 mana of any color in your commander's color's identity. When that mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander, scry 1. Arcane Sanctum. Enters the battlefield. Taps add a white, blue, or black to your mana pool. Command Tower. Tap add to your mana pool 1 mana of any color in your commander's identity. Crumbling Necropolis. Enters the battlefield. Taps a blue, black, and red to your mana pool. Frontier Bivouac. Enters the battlefield. Taps out a black, blue, or red to my mana pool. Jungle Shrine. Enters the battlefield. Taps out a green, red, and white. Mystic Monastery. Enters the battlefield. Taps a blue, red, and white. Then we got Nomad Outpost. Does the same thing, but adds red, white, and black. And like I said, the rest of these legendary lands, they enter the benefit tab. They go for all each color. But thank you guys. Thank you for like I said, thank you all guys so much. Please hit the like. Please hit subscribe. And please hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload on this channel. And I will see you, my lovely dragons, next time. Peace.